Well, it's time for our favorite newspaper, the Labor Press, with our very own officer reports. This is my favorite paper, by the way. Let's see what's going on in the world of TriMet affairs. Okay, from our president, Mr. Hunt. On January 10th, Mr. Wallace, that was our former treasurer who stole $500,000 of our money, pleaded not guilty to embezzlement charges. We are not surprised by this. Gee, either am I. The U.S. Attorney has stated that they anticipated this plea, and it is a common one at this point. Trial is set for March 11th and will last approximately 2 days. Whoa, how do they know that? 2 days. Okay, well, whatever. U.S. Attorney's Office believes Mr. Wallace will enter into plea bargaining. Okay, so he'll plea bargain. As a reminder, the plea bargain has nothing to do with the union. Yeah, I understand Mr. Wallace still has his job at TriMet, by the way. So much for justice. Okay. From David K. It seems the district is going out of its way to orchestrate issues in the workforce. We all need to remember that the company is not our friend, and it can and will use every opportunity to hammer wedges between our union member groups and members themselves. This manipulation is taking many forms, sometimes by making arbitrary decisions on important issues, other times by changing the mutual understanding of settled contract issues. Even more common is the foot dragging and refusal to recognize the black and white of the WWA. Whatever the form, the objective is still the same: to bring chaos into the membership of the local, thereby damaging the solidarity of the members. Remember, all of us are in this together. We are the union. We must stand together through this continuing barrage of baloney. Our WWA will expire next year. Do you really believe this is not a planned effort by the district? Think about it, brothers and sisters, and see this for what it really is, an effort to divide and conquer. Yeah, contract's coming up, and that's always bad. You never know what this company could be up to when it comes to trying to screw over union members. All right, moving right along here. We've got, Jim Fowler. We've had quite a few cases in our various departments where one of our members have filed a complaint against management, or when one of our members have filed a complaint against another member to management or human resources. And whenever that happens, I bet they didn't get a satisfactory result. I would ask you to all try to work out issues among yourselves. Let's all try to take care of each other and put an end to all this bickering. Yeah, I really have very little respect for any member of the union or any driver that files a complaint against another driver through official channels. That is really the lowest of the low. I mean, blog it on the TriMet operators or make a video, but don't go through official channels with a complaint unless it's so serious that there's no other way to handle it, because going to the company against another union member is really a low blow. Everybody's entitled to have a problem once in a while, and everybody does. It's very rare that one member tries intentionally to screw another member. I mean, it's happened to me, of course, too, but, you know, I still wouldn't take it to the, you know, I just walk away from people that are miserable. I don't take it to the company. Okay, Bruce Hansen, one of my favorites. By the time you read this article, OSHA will have completed their investigation into the seed issue of the 1718 and 1900. Yeah, so they had an OSHA investigation on the great TriMet seeds. After discussion with Tony Bryan from TriMet, Sharon today, the results will be posted at all three properties. Yeah, that was really one of the more boneheaded things I've seen TriMet do, was replace the old seats with worse new seats. I mean, any numbskull could have seen that the new seats had less mobility than the old seats. So why do they continue to install them? Anybody's guess. It goes to show you how out of touch they really are with the troops on the ground. They don't have the slightest idea what they're doing when they would do something like that. Okay, Jeff Hunt. I'm not sure if he's any relations to our president, but anyway. This month, my staff steward, Elaine Robbins, wanted to describe one of the most positive and rewarding aspects of working for the union when we were not able to use our training experience to help someone out. I think it's helped a reminder to ask for assistance when you need it, even when you're not sure that something can be done. You never know what kind of light alternative perspective will shine. Quote, recently I had an employee come to me because a family member they are caring was ill. They needed to take some time off to care for them, but we were worried about taking time off from the job. I helped them with FEMLA. Later I got a call from them thanking me for helping them and explaining that they had a test that they had to take, and because I helped them, they were able to concentrate on the test and they passed. They said they couldn't have done it without my help. I thought it was very nice. Well, that's an interesting statement, because what they're saying here, what he's saying is that they took the FEMLA leave not because it was a family member ill, but because they wanted to take a test. I mean, it's in the paper. That's strange to actually put that in the paper. But okay, great. I'm glad you passed your test. That sounds pretty strange to me. Okay, and finally, Michael Connor, always good with the words. Speaking of the economy, you can read Fred's quote, it's getting close to contract time and we need to tighten our belts. Budget forecast comments on TriMet. Yeah, I've made note of that myself on my own personal blog. The propaganda must fly about tough times ahead to lay the district's foundation to ask us to take consistent negotiation time. Of course, you can count the union not to fall for these press releases from the president. You can build expensive multi-million-dollar new lines, but, as in the department I work in, make a simple request like new ladders to comply with OSHA regulations. You're told there's no money. Yeah, it's the truth. God. They can hire managers up to yin-yang and directors and coordinators, but there's no money for ladders. There's no money for, like, better transfers or, you know what I'm saying. I mean, they got millions and millions they spend on all kinds of stuff that they like, but when it comes to, like, nuts and bolts of this organization, there's no money. How much does a district think a fall off a defective ladder will cost? Probably much more than a few new ladders. Gotta love that TriMet management. Anyway, that's our union report.